I say you don't have to have occasion to celebrate because Valentine's Day is every day, but today we're having a tiny anniversary and I am preparing a tiny romantic dinner at home. So I would like to invite you to prepare with me together. I am making red snapper crudo, salmon crudo with sea grapes. Then I am making jumbo pasta shells stuffed with shrimp and scallops. So it's gonna be delicious, and of course some champagne. So let me show you how I make it. So I have 2 pots going on right there. We need to pre-cook pasta shells like this. So we need to pre-cook pasta shells. I also cleaned and deveined shrimp, and I reserved the heads and the shells. I'm gonna make like seafood stock. So that's the tiny pot right there. So okay, let's go there to the stove. I'll show you what I'm doing. I added a couple cloves of garlic, little bit of dill, little bit of parsley. I have here reserved from 1 pound of shrimp, heads and all the shells. Adding a little bit of salt, and I'm gonna be cooking for probably 20 minutes. Need to pre-cook pasta. My pasta package says it should be cooked between 14 and 16 minutes, so probably will go 11, and because I want it to be not fully cooked. This is gonna be finishing cooking in the oven. While pasta and shrimp stock is cooking, let's prepare the stuffing. I have 1 pound of shrimp, peeled and deveined. Shrimp was 1 pound before I cleaned, so it's a little bit less right now. I removed the heads and shells, remember, and then deveined, and I cooked from the shells and heads. I'm cooking that stock. I have 1 pound well-drained bay scallops. They're sweet and delicious. I have a couple cloves of garlic, little bit of parsley and dill. So, and let's chop some shallots for the stuffing. Let's set it aside, and then let's chop that shrimp and scallop. So I don't want, you could put in the food processor to pulverize, but I don't want it too fine. I don't want it mushy. I don't want it paste. I want kind of to have pieces. So just a little bit like something like this. And then you go a little bit one way, a little bit different way, just to mince it. Okay, let's put to the bowl, and let's chop bay scallops as well. All right, something like this again, like just a little bit. All right, this one is done, goes to the bowl as well. I forgot to chop the garlic. Oops. I have to chop the garlic. A couple cloves of garlic. Goes together with shallots. So now we need to fry it. We need to fry shallots, garlic, greens, shallots, garlic, and shrimp with scallops just for a minute. Just for a minute. It will continue cooking in the oven. Let's go to fry it. Tablespoon of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of butter. When the butter is halfway melted, add shallots and garlic so they will infuse but not start burning immediately. So they're kind of cooking on the low. Add scallops and shrimp, and we'll cook just for a minute. So even it out and leave it literally for a minute, not touching. And that's it.
So the stock is done. You can strain it, or like I don't feel like I'm washing extra pot or dish, so I'm just straining it out with a strainer, not like strainer, fishing it out. And then I just still go like a few times like this to fish maybe some ice have left or something. But yeah, seems like it's clear. It's nice. There you go. We have a shrimp stock. We need to make bechamel sauce with that shrimp stock. Half a stick of butter. Add 2 tablespoons of flour. And cook until it starts to change its color. That's how you get rid of raw flour taste. It changed color. Now I will be adding our shrimp stock. Maybe I'll switch to whisk. A beautiful color from the shrimp stock. I added 2 cups, and I'm gonna add now half and a half. You can add cream if you want. I'm cutting a little bit of calories, so probably a cup. And a little bit more stock. So you want it not too thick, but not too thin either. Let me grab the spoon and show you what are we looking for. So something like a good cream, I would say. Good cream. We don't want too thick because we need those shells to finish cooking in oven in that sauce. There you go. Let's taste for salt, pepper. It's delicious. Because my shrimp stock had salt, so I don't need to add any extra. I'm adding a little bit of nutmeg. Oops. Damn it. So anyway, a little bit of nutmeg. There you go. New one. Add a little bit of nutmeg. Not too much. A little bit of pepper. Delicious. Maybe a tiny bit of salt. Just a tiny bit.
Left to assemble everything, so I have scallops and shrimp here, and I'm adding 1 cup of ricotta cheese. The greens we chopped before. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Delicious, delicious. Okay, I have Kashmiri chili. If you don't have, you can use just paprika. I like this Kashmiri because, as I mentioned before, it gives amazing color. So I'm adding half of teaspoon. It's like natural food coloring, you know? So yeah, and seafood kind of for me, like, it just wants some, you know, like coral or reddish color. Need to shred some Parmesan. Okay, half of cup is enough. I'm adding to our bowl. Mix it up. I also decided to add a little bit of mozzarella, so it would, you know, hold together everything. 1 cup of mozzarella, just to hold everything together. Half lemon zest and juice. You know, seafood always likes bright colors and bright flavors like lemon and dill, capers. Those are, you know, marriages made in heaven. Okay, half of lemon. Maybe not even half, maybe 1/4. My lemons from the garden are so juicy. After all that rain, they are delicious and juicy. I have a dish, 9-inch, so I'm pouring a little bit of that bechamel sauce on the bottom, just to coat. A little more. Now is the fun part, stuffing. So I take shells. I have all the shells here. They're like pre-cooked. They're firm still, but pliable, whatever. So, and you stuff like generous amount of stuffing. Generous amount of stuffing. and just slice on the fish. Let's continue. If you don't want to use pasta shells, you can use lasagna pasta, and you can stuff and roll and then to make roll-ups. That would be very delicious as well. I'm putting the rest of my bechamel sauce on the top, spreading evenly. So it's totally was 20 shells. 20 shells, and the stuffing was exact for 20 shells. That's how much it fit in my dish, which, as I mentioned, is 9, maybe it's 10 inches, 9-10 inches. That bechamel sauce with that shrimp stock, it smells, guys, so delicious. So delicious. It's like, oh my god, delicious. Okay, the sauce is all done. I'll shred more Parmesan on the top. So at this point, we could cover and put in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, or you can even make in the morning and it will be ready for dinner. I'm gonna preheat the oven till 350, and it's gonna go into oven for 35-40 minutes. I forgot. I also will be adding some breadcrumbs on the top. So I'll use few tablespoons, maybe like 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'll fry breadcrumbs till it's golden brown, and we'll add more color and texture. It's gonna be delicious.
Few tablespoons of olive oil, preheat, and just fry 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Don't go anywhere because it browns very, very quickly. Transfer to some bowl or plate, prevent further cooking.
So I'm preparing now to check the oysters. I put some film, plastic film on the counter, and I'm putting some paper towels, and my shaking machine is coming. I have plate with ice and my shaking tool. So let's check some oysters. You see that shaking machine is so convenient. Look, all the liqueur stays, everything. Ooh, delicious. Oh, it smells so good. All the oysters are ready, and they're going to sit in the refrigerator for like 10 minutes before we're ready to sit at the table. Look how easy to clean up. You just fold, and done. It's so clean. Let's put some breadcrumbs, and our shells are ready to go to the oven. I have preheated till 350. There you go, for more like texture. If you want fry breadcrumbs before you put, it might not get that nicely, you know, colored. So it might look like bland and white. So, you know, it's all about pretty food. Pretty food, it's more tasty to eat. Okay, going into oven. All right, the sashimi time. I have sea grapes. It comes in the box, and each box has some packages, and that package has sea grapes. So it needs to be soaked in cold, icy water for like 5 minutes, changing water a couple of times. So let's do this. So I got some icy water. So those grapes, they are not looking very nice right now, but they look sad. But we're gonna soak, and will be plumped up and delicious. There you go. Look. Like right now, they're all sad. Let's wait a couple of minutes and we'll see what's gonna happen. I'll start from red snapper. I made those fillets so they are nice and fresh. The fish was so fresh. So we're gonna slice thinly, and I'll place in the plate. So I sliced some red snapper. I'm gonna add some jalapenos and Masago caviar. Looking good. There you go. And I'm gonna pour some yuzu sauce right before serving. So I have salmon ready. I put some jalapeno on the top, some Masago caviar.
What are you doing over here?
I'm cooking. So I put some jalapeno, I put some Masago, and a little bit of those breadcrumbs which I used for shells. So I just decided it's gonna be nicer texture. And also I will pour some yuzu sauce right before serving.
I love that.
So I'll cut some salmon for another crudo to make with the sea grapes. So look, few minutes passed, and look how plump they are, and they're so delicious. I love how they look. They give every dish like really nice look, and of course it tastes good. Don't be expecting to taste like a ground grapes, which wine is made. It doesn't taste like that. It just looks like grapes, but it tastes like seaweed. Look, it's very cute. So let's put on the salmon. It's time to eat. So I have salmon ready. I decided to add some garlic crunch, and I am adding those sea grapes, and it's ready to go to the table. Once the sauce and straight to the belly. Happy anniversary, my love.
Happy anniversary, my queen. What a beautiful. You just smushed my glasses, you know that, for the whole world to see.
That's so beautiful.
And when you fog up my glasses, you know, that's not very nice. But
It's okay, I love you.
you're very pretty. You're still pretty. I love you.
Let's cheers.
Look at that food. Cheers.
Cheers.
Amazing. So delicious. Good. Good, good. As my wife says, one more time, good. Sure.
We were just talking. I made three raw fish dishes, and they're kind of the same because it's a raw fish, but the tastes are totally different. It's ready. It's time for the table. Ready to serve. There you go, baby.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you. That looks beautiful. Thank you, my love.
Okay, the last bite, guys, for you. And after that, the event is private. So good. You can feel a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of scallops, and all the dill are just delicious. Bye.